Hello and welcome back to another late edition of Omnibros Live. It's your boy Gio here from Manga Geekdom, flying solo because of reasons. Unfortunately, our lovely co-host, the insufferable Omnibus Collector, is without power, internet, all that fun stuff because of the recent hurricane that struck Houston. So that's why it's just me. So for all the Geo haters out there, I apologize that it couldn't be a full pack show. So with that said, tonight we started a little bit later than usual. I was busy, and since I knew it was just going to be me, I took the liberty of just starting it an hour later. So for the live viewers, I do apologize. But for everybody else, this whole minute long introduction makes no sense or actually means nothing. So don't worry about it. So thank you all once again for joining me on another stream here on a Thursday night. Tonight, we are going to be talking about, or we're going to be recapping Anime Expo. Yes, it's old news by now. Everybody covered it, but this show airs on a Thursday, so I feel we could have some fun with that and talk about some of the things we missed from last week, specifically two companies that I want to talk about. Plus, we have a bunch of solicits from Seven Seas. That's always one of my favorite things to do on these broadcasts and just go over all the new stuff that's coming out. We can either be excited about it or make fun of it because there are some questionable releases from time to time, and we may have some on tonight's broadcast. So, yeah. And I have a small haul next to me that I want to show. So you're getting a little bit of everything, but most importantly, you're getting books from InStockTrades.com. See what I did there? You get your omnibus, trade paperback, hardcovers, and manga for great discounted prices that range from 42 to 50 to 60% off at times. It's crazy over there. Go to InStockTrades.com for all the deals. If you make an order of $50 or more in the US, you get free shipping. And the loyalty discount adds an extra 2% discount to your order if you make it on a week-by-week basis. So what are you waiting for? Great packaging, wonderful customer service, only when you visit our lovely sponsor, InStockTrades.com. Shout out to IST. Also, where is it? Oh, I cannot play that. All right, never mind. Also from InStock Trades, at some point during the month, let's see. I'd say pay close attention to the upcoming streams. Just a friendly hint from Geo here. We do the $50 gift card giveaway, courtesy of InStockTrades.com, open to anybody out there in the world. You just got to show up for that stream, hang out with us in the chat. There are some rules, and then by the end of the stream, we'll pick out a winner. So once again, thank you, InStockTrades.com, for making it happen time and time again. Alrighty, so let's show off the page here because there wasn't an Omnibros show yesterday. But I don't show up on Wednesdays, so that was out of my control. Everybody was busy with something, some shenanigans in all the households. Let's see, share window. Oh my god, I have a million things open. Is this it? Yeah, baby. Alrighty. InStockTrades.com. There we go. The top seller, or not the top sellers, the deals of the week. You got that I Hate Fairyland Compendium, Volume 1 at 50% off. I talked about that on Monday. I wasn't sure if it was going to come out because a lot of websites had different listings, but alas, here it is. Also, Justice League versus Godzilla versus Kong. That is really cool. I hope it's not going to sell out, but I do want to pick it up eventually for the Godzilla comic collection. But that is really awesome at 50% off. And then this one's for OmniDog, Madman Library Edition Hardcover Volume 6. I was not expecting that. I thought we were going to get one of the Marvel books. This is 46% off. And then, or by, big Marvel books, not the next one. Marvel Masterworks, The Avengers Hardcover Volume 24 at 46% off, along with the DM variant. And we have a manga, of course. I'd love to see that. Some solid representation. You got some big two books and occasionally some indies, and of course the manga. So this week we're getting My New Life as a Cat, Volume 6 at 50% off. Interesting. Some of the other new releases, of course, if you hit the tab, you can read all about the new books that are out, including Kanto Volume 2. Yeah. And Change, which I did not know was so popular. It was like number one trending on Amazon in one of the categories. I'm like, damn, all right. For a book I've never heard of in my life, that was surprising. And then, of course, you got your top sellers: Geiger, Black Widow, Thor, Secret Six, Hanging Strong, and rounding out the top five, JLA Year One, the 2024 reprint. And some guy named Rom. I don't know. Romnibus, Volume 2, whatever. So all that and more when you visit our sponsor, InStockTrades.com. Alrighty. James, thank you for joining. Everybody, thank you so much. I love every single one of you. The Geo show, that's the best kind of show, all right? I will take all three goats, Javier. All for me. Not possible to hate Geo. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Yeah, you never know. There's some weirdos out there. Oh, Kane, you didn't have to. I do hope Riley gets power back soon. I messaged him like 3 hours before doing this stream. I'm like, you're still MIA, right? Yeah, all right, I'll do it solo. Don't worry. I hope you get power back, but I'll do it solo. Don't worry. Warren, so far the only license I'm excited for is the physicals of Blend S, and the order is a rabbit, so happy for that. Yeah, we're going to go over that in a second. That was surprising. Overall, Anime Expo was, from the people on the floor, it seemed like it was a blast, and I'm envious. I wish, and I talked with my buddy Tim about this, I wish that I could go. And if it ever happens, I don't know, and it's such a far long dream, but if it ever happens, I'd rather go to an Anime Expo than an SDCC. Lately, as I've gotten older, I don't do as well with big crowds, and from what I've read about Expo, it was much bigger, spacious, and all that stuff. So I'm like, yeah, that's cool. So maybe one day, who knows? What else? So we're recapping that, and there were some interesting announcements, but overall, it was just all right. There wasn't like this huge thing that we're still talking about. It was a bunch of little surprises, like, oh, okay, cool. Like Kodansha announced some things, and then if you're into the figure stuff, they announced a bunch of stuff that I'm not gonna go over here or cover here. But I might do it on my live channel. Who knows? I was going to stream. I know I promised last week. I said I will stream on the weekend. And the plan was to do like a 10 p.m. or 11 p.m. stream on Saturday. But then the news weren't as impactful. I'm like, I don't know. And then I was tired and I was doing other stuff. Like, I might as well just not stream. So at some point, I'll stream on Manga Geekdom Live if you want to join there. Right? I don't know. Speak the truth. You're a wonderful person. Thank you so much. Same to all of you. Same to you, Kane, and everybody. You are all such wonderful people, and I'm blessed to know some great friends, to have some great friends out there on the web, online, and all that fun stuff, Really appreciative. Tim, thank you for joining, buddy. Hands are full with a bowl of ice cream. There we go. An AX trip one day would be amazing. Hell yes. I'm in it because I saw the people posting like exclusives, and then I saw some crazy stories that I can't talk about because it's like not safe for work and I can't go into it, but I read up on everything. I like to stay informed about everything, and I follow all the publishers and see all craziness out there. I'm like, I like to consume news. And I saw some crazy stuff from the con floor. But where am I going with this? Oh, I'm in it. I want to go there for like the exclusives and all that fun stuff. That would be a blast. I don't know if I would do panels. standing in line to get to a panel. Like, I don't know. But walking around and hunting, maybe for like vintage manga and AB comics or old school VHS and Blu-rays or DVDs, hell yeah, sign me up for that. Heroes Con might be closer for you than Anime Expo. Probably, yeah. But that's way into the future. Not now. You're talking to broke Geo, not like super successful Geo. There's a channel. Thank you so much, Manga Geekdom Live. I do appreciate it. I haven't streamed yet, but I'm ready to go. Maybe this weekend. We'll see what happens. I don't know. It's like, Russian roulette. Anime Expo is fun, but Otacon is a chiller convention for East Coast folk. I'll do both. If I had the money, I would do both. Absolutely. And I would love to do NYCC too. That looks like a lot of fun. Most hype thing from AX was Witch Hat Atelier. We don't. I mean, I do talk about anime here, but the focus is more on manga. But I feel like the anime side of things. Sorry, I do feel like the anime side of things kind of won over versus the manga stuff. That might be my interpretation of it. Vintage manga is always interesting to see, just for the style of art, storytelling, and translations. Absolutely. I would love to, one day, if I had the space, I would love to have a full shelf of just vintage stuff, like dedicated shelves for everything. Vintage, and then like all the Shonen Jump stuff. I would love to have a Shoujo Beat collection and so on and so forth. There were some Lullaby of the Dawn special booklets at AX I really wanted. I hope they get stocked online. Nice. Heck yeah. All right. Being Queenie, thank you for joining. Love the thumbnail. Thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah, threw that up in the last second before setting up the stream a couple hours ago. AX looks cool, but those crowds are way too intense. Yeah, I know. I'm with you 100%. But then I read that like it was more spacious and people were able to walk around and not feel so like claustrophobic next to each other. I'm like, yes, that's what I want. I want to just casually just walk by and get FOMO'd by absolutely everything. And it's always insane, like, God bless everybody out there that has the money. But I'm always shocked and amazed when I see people like, this was my haul, and it's like hundreds of dollars. I'm like, Jesus Christ. Okay. AX has outgrown the LA Convention Center. Interesting. Do we know the attendance for this con? They usually reveal that, but I didn't see anything online on Twitter or whatever. Heroes Con is spectacular, but the manga anime selection is fairly minimal as they focus almost exclusively on Western comics. If you guys thought I didn't have room for manga, which I don't, I just play Tetris all around the Kalax shelves, or Kalax, or whatever you pronounce it. The comic section, my Western comic section, is rough. I had to pull some strings to make any type of room, because the only Western comics that I'm physically collecting are the Sonic comics, the hardcovers from IDW. I started getting the Transformers from Image. I might as well continue because I did like Volume 1. And then when I get random stuff like Hunger and the Dusk, stuff like that, I need to make room. I was able to free up half the space of a cube, and that's it. So, yeah. It should be held at the Anaheim Convention Center. Playing Tetris is doing it the right way. Yeah. Fortunately, by getting the small mini shelf that I talked about like 2 or 3 weeks ago, that freed up a ton of space in random cubes. So now I can breathe easy, but at the same time, I look at it and my immediate thought was, okay, I need to get like new stuff to fill that up, which is counterproductive to the whole thing. You know, you want to save space. Also, I hate clutter when it comes to books. So I'm always disgusted at my own bookshelves. That's why I never show them. People like to flex and show that stuff off. I'd rather not. It's not to my liking. And unfortunately, now I can't get rid of these collapse shelves and get Billy's, which should have been I I don't know. People say Billy's are better aesthetically. I love the cubes, but uh, the fact that I can't display them like everybody else, like I see all the time online, like a cube, you can fit 3 rows of like 18 to 19 books, depending on the size and trim. So I don't like how it looks because you can't see anything in the back, and I can fit like 10 books on top of the cube, so it looks really messy. But since I'm not showing it, it's just for me. That's all right. Uh, the plan is to someday pay somebody to make like little risers out of maybe PVC or some material, so that I can raise up the back of the cube, the back row. There we go. The back row of the cube. I don't know. That's expensive. That's a couple $100 right there for just a couple risers, because everything's expensive now. Lack of space for manga so real? Absolutely. AX last year was a 396,000 in attendance. Oh my god. I can imagine it's over 400,000, and it's going to keep climbing. This stuff ain't going anywhere. It's getting more and more and more popular every year. There were some people, naysayers, talking about like anime bubbles bursting and whatnot. I don't think that's going to happen as soon as people want it to happen. I think it's going to go on for a little bit longer. But so much negativity. Like, I get it. There's a lot of shows out, but nobody's obligating you to watch everything. That's what I would hate to see the hobby reduced to like, let's just release 10 shows and just consume 10 shows. No, give me everything, and I'll decide if I want to watch it and enjoy it and stuff. 396,000. That's way too many people for me. I will stay at home. Same, buddy. Same. H Field, thank you for joining. Let's see. I got a haul. I got 2 books and 2 Blu-rays. Book 1, it's an oldie but a goodie. I collected all of Dragon Ball, the 3-in-1 editions. However, I was missing one of the volumes, which I believe is volume 13. That's the one I have here. And the funny thing was, I don't know if you guys remember, I told a story about the Japanese Gegege no Kitaro books that was a whole ordeal for me to get because they flew all over the world before I got them in my hands. There was a second package involved in that story. It wasn't from the same seller. It was an eBay purchase for this book because Amazon and the Crunchyroll store and In Stock Trades and all the other stores, they were all sold out. So I had to venture to eBay, and a random store was selling it for, this is cover price $16.99, $17 cover price. So that's expensive. Holy crap. I thought this was 13 or 14. Jesus. Anyways, they were selling it for a little bit less. Maybe like total was like $15 or something. I thought, okay, whatever, sure. I was going to get them through the other websites for less, but they weren't available. And I kept looking for months now. And out of stock. Eventually, it came back through the Bezos website. But then they shot me down and said, no, it's out of stock. Sorry, you're not getting it. So I found the eBay seller. Long story short, I ordered that. And it took a little while. Sometimes I have a problem with eBay sellers. They will tell me, oh, priority mail. But then they lie and send it media mail because they don't want to pay the fee. And I get really upset at that. So they sent it media mail. So that took forever. That's easily like 2.5 weeks. And it never arrived. It said it did, but it didn't. I tracked it, and it reached a town that's probably like 40 minutes away from me, but that's not my problem. That is not my concern. It's supposed to get to the right address. So I filed when I was dealing with the Japanese books, I filed a second complaint about that. And the nice lady that helped me with the other thing helped me with this. And she figured out that the seller, I don't know how this happens. I've never heard of this in my life. Apparently sent the book without the address, which makes no sense. I mean, it does make sense. You can just send it however you want, but you would think you would put the label. So it arrived elsewhere, and it said like delivered and out for delivery and delivered. Sorry. So somebody got it. Somebody picked it up. I don't know if it had my name or if it's just a blank box and somebody just got it and did not bother to check and stole it. I don't know how that happens. So I immediately emailed and with eBay, and I got a refund for that. And I just decided to wait. Eventually, it did return, so I was able to get this through the Bezos website. This is a long story. I apologize. Here it is. This is volume 13 of Dragon Ball, the 3-in-1s, right there. And I wish I could show you everything together because they all form a really cool image, like a banner of the Dragon Ball characters racing like Formula One, and they all have different cars. It's pretty fun. I don't know why Vegeta's here, as the rest of the characters are DB, not DBZ, but whatever. So this is the majority of the Buu Saga collected, of course. Again, I don't mind the thin paper at all. This is a cheap way for me to get it and finally own Dragon Ball physically. There you go. That's some of the stuff. I'm glad you got the book. Thank you. Yes, it rarely happens, but when it does, I get so upset and it ruins my day. So I was really pissed off that day. Also from One Piece books, I got, this is upside down. I got Tales of the Tendo Family, Volume 2. I talked about Volume 1 on my channel, if you guys want to check it out. I really enjoyed this. It's a lot of fun, and I definitely want to come back for more. It's really interesting. Have a girl pretending to be another girl. The original girl decided to escape this marriage that did not spell good news for her, and this young girl decided to take her place. She's a very thoughtful girl, not thinking about her own worries, and is more concerned with the other lady. And a bunch of other hijinks happen. So this is volume 2. Interesting. Sucks that not a lot of retailers sell this online. So I think I had to go through the Bezos website. One Piece Books does not sell with some of the other big companies. And I got 2 Blu-rays, but pretty much the same series, so 2 for 1. I finally grabbed, after 5 or 6 months, I think, I finally grabbed Urusei Yatsura. So I now have the entirety of Urusei Yatsura, the TV show, not the movies. That's the whole nother 30-minute conversation right there that I'm upset about. But I was finally able to get this. I love Urusei Yatsura, but I am so pissed off that this was such a long task to get this whole thing, and so expensive. Each set with discounts, of course. I didn't buy them for full retail price. At least minimum, you're looking at $46 minimum if you get it on like a rare discount. But most of them are in the $50 range, and it's 4 sets. That's crazy. But I also got the OVA series. So this completes the TV side of things for Urusei Yatsura. This has the 11 specials. I think 10 of them or 9 of them are actually remastered, or maybe one of them they weren't able to get the proper materials, so it's a lower quality release compared to the other stuff, but it all should look amazing. Discotheque Media does a really good job of that at restoring these older shows. So here we go. I don't know if this was out already. I got it when Crunchy got like an early batch. and I just happened to see it. I'm like, oh, that's live. Okay, ordered. So, and actually haven't taken a look at this stuff inside. So, take this slipcover off. I think it's the same thing. Yeah, pretty much. So inside, I don't know if I can show you the thing properly without the glare. Oh, that's nice. Look at that. That's cool. Unfortunately, I do not have any of the movies because I thought at the time they were only releasing the movies. I didn't want to collect them, right? I thought I would buy the manga instead. And I do plan at some point to own the manga. But the anime for me is a great way to own the series and still support Takahashi. So I skipped on the movies and I started getting the show. And then I thought, well, now I need the full set. I want to be one of those annoying collectors that's like, look at my full set. No, that's me joking. So I believe it's movie 2 or 3. The one that's the one that's like super out of print and expensive. And from what I read online, this pissed me off. From what I read on Twitter, some people were sharing their full collection now that's the OVA Blu-ray is out. And somebody from Discotheque Media was replying to one of the tweets, and I just happened to stumble upon it because of the algorithm. And they were replying like, "That's great." And somebody said like, "Oh, are we going to get reprints for the out of stock and out of print movies and stuff?" And the person said, "Some of the movies, like 4 and 5 or something, they're going to get restocked sooner than expected." But the one that I'm forgetting the name of that's gone. They apparently that license is long gone, so we're not gonna get that movie from Discotheque at all, unless they buy the license, which they could do because you have everything else. Why won't you buy the thing? Please buy it so I can get it. So here's set 4. Let me show you the inside. So you got the thingy here and the slip. Or not the slip, the inner art. Look at that. Now, as Jess would say, that's a pretty boss looking image for Lum right there with the white tux. Love it. So that's my story with Urusei Yatsura. I only have the series, the OVA, and I have the first Blu-ray for the first half of the reboot on Blu-ray. I'm pretty sure we will get the second half later down the year. They'll probably announce it in a solicits. And I don't know if I'll ever collect the movies because what's the point of me trying to get all the movies if I'm going to miss one and it's going to annoy the crap out of me, right? That's been out for a bit, I think. Okay. This took forever to arrive too because the Crunchy store, damn it, the Crunchyroll store sent stuff media mail, so that happens. Alrighty, I'm gonna worry about this later. It's not doing the thing like it's supposed to. Whatever. Alrighty, so that was the haul. I did put out a video. I know this isn't my channel, but I work on this channel, so why the hell not? I put out a video on my channel talking about the mermaid manga. So if you're interested on my thoughts for Sinner of the Deep Sea, the mermaid monster wants to eat me or whatever it's called, and the Mermaid Prince anthology book, put out a video on that if you want to check it out. After this stream, please. Not now. Or now. You do you. I'm not your boss. My problem is the mail or UPS drivers because my crap to go my neighbors too much, which is just across from me, peas or pisses you off because they put it on the lawn or mailbox. Thankfully I do have a PO box, so I just go to the post office and grab that stuff. Thank you, James. Appreciate that. That's the link right there. You can watch it. Center of the Deep Sea. Oh, that was so good. Much better than expected, anticipated, whatever you want to call it. All righty. Let's move on to the main topic. I can't believe I've already streamed 30 minutes of talking nonstop about my crap. Holy moly. All right, so Anime Expo recap time. Let's do Square Enix first. I do apologize for the pop-ups that you're going to see. I did not have time to clear all that stuff. So there we go. So we got some from Anime Expo. We got some reveals for Square Enix. Spring 2025 print releases. Some interesting things to talk about here. The first one is the Otaku Love Connection. This is coming out in February of next year. A hilarious slice of life rom-com about one high school's gorgeous power couple and the romance otaku who stand them. Life has its simple joys, and for geeky fanboy Wataru Otonari, that's admiring his gorgeous classmate Yuzuru Kakoi and her equally gorgeous boyfriend Chihiro Kawaii. I probably butchered all three names. As Wataru encounters other students who stand his faves just as much as he does, every day turns into a roller coaster of emotions for this obliviously beautiful boy failure. So again, this comes out in February of next year. The Otaku Love Connection. You can get it through Manga Up Global as well. The Otaku Love Connection is pretty funny. I read what's available in Manga Up, and the art style is really pretty too. Nice. I was just about to ask anybody read this, so thank you so much, Hfield, providing some commentary real time. This, spoilers, from all these announcements, this is the one I'm most excited for Square Enix. This manga is Wash It All Away from Mitsuru Hattori. With an endearing protagonist and luscious art, this seaside, you already got me with that, slice of life story offers tranquility in the chaos of the modern world. For 2 years, Wakana Kinme has run a laundry service in the seaside resort town of Atami, where she's built a fulfilling life making friends with the locals and visiting hot springs. Although Wakana has no knowledge of her own past, her cleaning services safeguard memories imbued in customers' precious items. This sounds extremely relaxing, and it could be like super emotional by going over like personal stories for the clients and stuff. So I am absolutely down for this. Count me in 100%. I am so excited. I will definitely be grabbing this if I can. Plus, I love the art, and this cover is fantastic. It tells you everything you need to know about this series, and it just exemplifies the chill vibes, if you will. So I am excited for that one. Also coming out, The Emperor's Caretaker from Ichiha Hiragi and Haruki Yoshimura. This is coming out in March of next year. A statesman's daughter finds herself swept into the world of palace intrigue when she's chosen to be a court lady in this richly illustrated period fantasy. Lin Hua, the daughter of the Chancellor of the Right, is as gifted with caring for children as she is at playing the Eru. Her talents catch the eye of Soden, the highest-ranking regent, and suddenly Linhua is swept into the vibrant world of the inner palace as the new court lady and the young emperor's personal caretaker. This is also up on Manga Up. So there you go. That's pretty cool. Assassin and Cinderella. Now that's a cover with big personalities. You know what I mean? Yuzo Natsuno is the author. This is about a sexy spy and an elite assassin. They enter into the world's sweetest, deadliest marriage of convenience. Neneko is a spy blessed with cat-like charms. Her mission, seduce the ace assassin of a rival organization and expose his weakness. The problem, she's blown her cover before learning a thing. That would be me as a spy, by the way. But rather than dispose of her, the target makes an indecent proposal. Marry him since he can't keep his hands off her body. I would suck as a spy. I have no patience for that. Like when there's a spy game and I'm playing it, I don't care about the stealth. I'll just go in guns blazing and shoot everybody. So I would suck as a spy. Let's see. Nothing was funnier than watching someone I follow shit on and express their hatred for Assassin and Cinderella. It's that bad? I mean, I get it. I understand why somebody would hate this. Uh, and okay, don't think wrongly of me, but I do like the cover because of the coloring, the pink vibes or hues. Sorry, pink hues. Let's go with that. Next up is the God Slaying Demon King. This is by I don't know how to say this. Pig third, pig the third. 3 pigs, 3 little piggies. I don't know. This is what I'm highlighting just in case, not making stuff up. Pig the third, based on the original story by Ezo Gingitune. Sorry. This comes out in April. The strongest demon king in history returns from the dead, of course, and embarks on a grand adventure to find the god of all demons and kill him. When Demon King Hiram defied the demon god, resulting in divine punishment, he cast a spell that would reincarnate him years later with all his powers intact. That's kind of like a Deus Ex Machina. With his life restored, Hiram begins a grand adventure to find the demon god and kill him once and for all. I think he's going to be like super overpowered. But if you're interested, that comes out in April. The God Slaying Demon King. Woo. All right. Next one is On and Off Work Like Imbalance. This is by Shinosuke Kanazawa, coming out in May. A Lolita boy and a punk girl form a fashion-forward bond without realizing they already know each other from work. Outside, I would be so embarrassed. Anyways, outside the office, co-workers Sotaro Amata and Akira Hanku don outfits that I can't read. Metamorphose them, butcher that, sorry, into completely different people. So what happens when they form a connection after hours without recognizing who the other person is? Oh, so they're transformed into different like avatar things? I would be so embarrassed. I had something like that happen once at work, and I cringed so hard. Unrelated to this, though. Assassin and Cinderella is very much girl with giant personalities and no ribcage in a Gooner's fantasy who's not allowed to do anything by the male lead, and apparently the smuttiness never goes full. That's the worst right there. I mean, yes, it sucks that there's no personality and she's not allowed to do anything. I completely know what you mean by that, and that's upsetting. But if you're gonna commit to the smut and the not safe for work stuff, like go all the way. You know, you're not hurting anybody, so what's the problem? That's what people want. Don't just tease them and not do it. I don't know. Moving on, we got Love in the Palm of His Hand. Through this is by Rinteku. Through sign language and acting, 2 young men seeking their places in the world discover a connection that transcends the spoken word. Fujinaga is a university student who dreams of becoming an actor. When he meets Kaito, a fellow student with congenital hearing loss, he's introduced to the world of sign language. In a place beyond verbal limitations, can 2 people yearning to be understood forge a bond they never expected? That sounds great, and one of the best ones so far, in my opinion, from the list. King Geo said, "Go, yeah, go for it, man. As long as it's not like controversial, offensive, or whatever, go for it." Love in the Palm of His Hand. Let's go. So excited to get physicals for work-life balance and Love in the Palm of His Hand. I'm digging these 2 stories. They sound great. Love it. I've never heard of this before. I don't navigate the sites, if you will. So this is all brand new to me. I had no idea about this, but it sounds great. This I could care less for. I'm sorry. If you're a fan of the game, Final Fantasy, cool. We're going to skip this. All right. And now this. All right. So this is pretty fun. The Apothecary Diaries art book. I came this close to buying the damn book from, it's on sale at Play Asia if you want to get it for not a lot of money. It's not an expensive book. But then I thought, I actually want to read the stuff that's written on the art book. And the show is popular. The light novel got announced for a localized release or whatever. The manga's in full swing. People love buying that stuff. I'm sure this will come. So, and indeed, we didn't have to wait too long. So this is all the gorgeous art from the first 14 volumes of the light novel series, which inspired the hit manga and anime. Jacketed hardcover volume includes more than 300 lavish pieces of art from the light novel illustrator Toko Shino, as well as previously unpublished character designs, promotional and exclusive art, and an interview with the artist. So if you love Apothecary Diaries, and you don't mind the issue of it being in Japanese, you can grab it from Play Asia, or you can wait and grab the English release. This comes out in May of next year. So I thought this was pretty decent. Not a ton of books, but if I had to choose, I think Apothecary Diaries, Love in the Palm of His Hand, Work Life in Balance, those are the ones to get. Oh, no, wait a minute. Sorry. Wash It All Away is the book to get. I apologize. I know I upset some people out there, but this is the book to get. Forget about anything else. This is my pick of the bunch for Square Enix. Otaku Love Connection, and yeah. Moving on to Yen Press. This was pretty interesting. They had something here which you're going to see now that I was not expecting. Although I knew it was what's the word that I'm looking for? Like, it had to happen. I just didn't know it was going to happen so fast. It's coming out this year. We are getting the friggin' Delicious in Dungeon box set. I knew it was a possibility, but volume 14 comes out like now, right? This month or next? I don't know. So that's going to be interesting. We'll get to that in a second. Excuse me. From Yen Press. These are all, wait. In December. Oh, so this year. Okay. So these are going to be available sooner rather than later. New licenses. Hereditary Triangle from Fumiya Hayashi. Childhood friends Kotaro, Fujiki, Kajiwara, and Fuyuku thought they would always be together. They spent their youth in a strange love triangle, the two boys fighting over who would date Fuyuku. But suddenly, one day, that life ends. Oh, crap. Kajiwara goes missing, and Kotaro takes his sweetheart's hand in marriage. Now middle-aged, Kotaro is left to wonder, would his wife have chosen differently if Kajiwara were still around? On a visit to his hometown, the memories come rushing back. This is going to be like super sad and depressing, but I love that we have stories like this too. Not for me, because I don't want to be sad with these type of books, but I'm pretty sure some people are going to be excited to pick this up. This I don't know how to pronounce because I'm dumb. Sorry. Lucio Has a Dream. I don't know if that's the proper pronunciation, but we'll go with it. Why not? It's my show tonight. It's the Geo show. This is by Yu Morikawa. Awakened by a radiant light, Luciole realized he'd been asleep for a long, long time. Stretching to the horizon before him lay an abandoned world. Whatever life had once taken root here was long gone, leaving Luciole all alone, except for Cloud. Cloud? Sure. Now, with a self-proclaimed 500-year-old archmage for his only companion, Luciole will set on a journey to discover how alone the two truly are. I'm sure it's fantastic. I'm sure it's wonderful, but that made me laugh because the theme is being alone. It's the world's alone, he's alone, and we're going to discover how alone everybody is. So it's alone to the 10th degree. Like, holy crap. Very excited for very excited for Hereditary Triangle. Can't talk. Mangaka has another story about two guys who are roommates but have an indefinite relationship that I also want to read and hear good things about. Nice. H Field, as soon as you get those books, let me know. Follow me on social media. I'm sure you do. And let me know. Bombard me with that because I will probably forget. I'm dumb like that. Luciole? I don't know. I'll just say it in Spanish. Luciole. There we go. That's interesting. The cover art looks great. Also, this was exciting. I watched the anime and I really enjoyed it. It's fun. It's lighthearted. It's goofy. We have Blend S finally coming out in English. This is by Miyuki Nakayama. Wait a minute. Miyuki Nakayama. This story is about high schooler Maika Sakura Nomiya, there we go, who can't seem to land a part-time job. So when an opportunity comes knocking, she's up for anything. Waitressing at a cute cafe sounds perfect. The manager demands that each waitress adopt a quirk in their service. Not a problem. Micah's ready to act flirty or hot and cold or like a little sister or sadistic. Oh, that might be a tough one for our cheery and caring heroine, the original manga behind the popular anime. So yeah, all the maids in that cafe have different personalities that they're acting out, and she gets the sadistic role, and she's not that at all. And obviously the reaction from people who go in wanting to be served by a sadistic maid, they love it. And she's actually such a bubbly, sweetheart, wholesome girl, and that contrast is part of the thing that people love about Blend S. Obviously, the opening is legendary at this point. It has one of those classic anime openings that everybody loves. And if you haven't checked it out, I do recommend Googling or searching on YouTube, whatever, YouTubing, Blend S Slipknot, the remix of Slipknot with the Blend S theme song. It is fantastic. I've watched that so many times throughout the years. And when I heard this, I immediately went back to YouTube and started listening to Slipknot anime theme remixes. But this is good. It's fun. I do recommend it. And Warren is into it. Let's go. Surprise is the best one. Yes. The blend with Miss Kobayashi and Slipknot is also pretty good. I like that remix. Also coming out from Michelle, shout out to Michelle, friend of the show, Be My Worst Nightmare. Sayo Hoshikawa, a high schooler who's insecure about his height, witnesses his unrequited crush getting rejected by a tall and handsome boy named Mashiba. Sayo challenges Mashiba to contest after contest, but he can't win a single time. Nothing gets under his skin more than when Mashiba calls him cute. But then he starts having strange dreams about a certain someone embracing him. And soon enough, the dreams devolve into something even deeper. I don't know what this means, but is he having a dream about the cat? Or is Mashiba the cat? Or is this character right here Mashiba and then Sayo is the cat? What is happening? Somebody explain this to me. I don't know what the cat has to do with the story. Be My Worst Nightmare. Never even heard of Blend S before? Oh, you got to check it out. It's it's goofy, and I haven't seen it in forever, so I don't know if it still holds up every single aspect of it. But it was really fun back in the day. I really enjoyed the anime for it. Never read the manga, so I'm excited to check that out. If I have enough space, or if the budget allows it that month, I'll check it out. Also, somebody in the chat, can you let me know what's up with the cat? Because I'm interested because of the cat, not because of the plot. I'll be honest. This is not a book for me, but I do like the cat. It's like chunky, and he's a void cat, and I'm in. Oh my God. Wait a minute. Hold on, guys. I clicked on an icon here and I'm opening some softwares. No, close. Okay. Close this one too. There we go. I'm done. Next up, we got Revenge Agent Hizumi-san from Miyako. This is a story about a revenge agent, Masaichi Hizumi, professionally dishing out just desserts to anyone who may have incurred the wrath of his clients. His latest target, Mikoto Kuga, an elite salaryman, narcissist, and way more than two-timing cheater. Izumi's task is to teach this piece of trash a lesson by thoroughly humiliating him, body and spirit, whether he's ready for it. Kuga is about to get his comeuppance served with a smile by Hizumi. Interesting. All right, we're going for a theme here. Stomp, kick, and love. Behave. Jesus. Cats make manga better? Absolutely. Maybe the cat is strictly there to sell copies. I would not be opposed to it. If someone licenses Hana Koi Sudane, I will owe them my life. I hope so. I hope that happens. So this next one is Stomp, Kick, Love by Sumi Ichiya. What's the best way to relax after a hard day's work? If you ask Kaho, it's to kick back and relax at a bar with her best drinking bro, Akira. Sure, everyone around her thinks he's pretty hot, but he smokes, gets into fights, and is a bit of a playboy. So definitely not boyfriend material. But when one thing leads to another, she wakes up in his bed one morning. Oh no. It makes it infinitely harder to deny that there is absolutely nothing between them. That's a pretty interesting title right there. Also coming out, this one looks pretty interesting. With You, Our Love Will Make It Through. Alrighty, this is by Chihiro Yuzuki. When high schooler Mari bumps into a fellow tardy student, she's surprised to find out he's a beast folk who's to attend her school. You already got me with this. After all, it's not rare for beast folk to coexist alongside humans, but it's still uncommon with the prejudice and all. Nervous to meet one at first, Mari soon learns there's more to him than his furry exterior. In fact, the more she gets to know him, the more she finds herself drawn to him, his steadfastness, his kind-heartedness, and ... his body ... Oh, okay. I'm dumb. I've stated this multiple times throughout the stream. I saw these two hands, and to me, I did not notice I think this is a handkerchief, and I thought this was like a webbed hand. So my thought was, is this like what's the movie, the Del Toro movie, Shape of Water? Is this a Shape of Water situation? Is this like a merfolk thing? What is happening? So I read the description that I did now, and only now did I just look up and notice the blue wolf thing majig here, and I was spooked. For the life of me, I did not notice this when I first looked at this image. I did not see the face. I thought that the dude's face was hidden behind the sakura blossoms, behind the female character. Jesus. You don't get this reaction at other shows, folks. All right? With You, Our Love Will Make It Through. All right. Thank you. Thank you for validating me. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. I don't sound as dumb now. I did not see the wolf head. It blends with the background. I just thought, oh, they're hiding the face of the person, of the beast folk. That's interesting. Oh, no, there it is. It's a blue wolf. All right. I placed an interesting spot. Yeah, I did notice that. I wasn't going to mention it, but homie is getting all handsy up in there. Like, settle down, dude. All right. You got, like, it's only volume 1. At least let's do the whole manga before you go there, you know? Boundaries. Before the tutorial starts, a few things I can do to keep bosses alive. These are novels. Oh, that's a long title, but I'll read it anyways. Why the hell not? As soon as he opens his eyes, the man realizes he has been reincarnated into the world of the famous RPG series Spirit Wars, Dungeon Magia, sure. However, it isn't as the protagonist that he has been reincarnated, nor even as a background character. With weak abilities, little to no talent, and the catchphrase, Nyahaha, he has been born. I'll promise I'll never do that again. He has been born again as a bottom feeder boss destined to die in the tutorial. All that awaits him is his own grim end. But after finding out that his beloved older sister is destined to die from illness, he makes her a promise. I'm going to wreck every unfair plot point in this damn world with my own two hands. Taking advantage of his vast knowledge of games, the man decides to rebel against the original scenario. The strongest secret boss, the boss from the saddest route, he sets out to meet all the bosses of the world, but what lies in store? This is like boss-centric. It's pretty boss. Next up, other novels. I'm the strongest in this zombie world, but I can't beat this girl. In Japan, that's on the verge of ruin. He's surviving alongside a cute underclassman. A sudden zombie outbreak, of course, ravages the country, as is the case, Amid the fleeing crowds, high school student Yuma Kosaka ended up being bitten. Oh boy. Afraid of dying, he reunited with his friend's sister, Haruka Hinata, for the first time in years. She offers to fulfill his dying wish and be his girlfriend, and with that, Yuma makes his best and final memory. But after becoming a zombie, he retains his consciousness. Oh god. I thought you were going to die soon, so I showed you my boobs. This wasn't the deal. You need to take responsibility. Oh god. And thus Alrighty, and thus a romantic comedy begins between Yuma, the strongest boy in the world of zombies, and Haruka, a girl who knows all his weaknesses. That I was like, yay, and then just crashed like super quick before the book can come out. Interesting. Not really. I never said that. Y'all are making that stuff up. Monsterholic novels. I hope this is better. I don't know what this is about. This is the masked ballroom, a place where people revert to beasts, let go of reason, and revel in freedom and anonymity. Here, with the help of a monster supplement, anyone can transform into beasts and do as they please. It's the only government-approved slum where people can forget the suffocating atmosphere of the surveillance state. It's in the city where Reiji, a young vampire and a real monster, and his werewolf partner, Suki, take on the task of keeping the streets clean. They search for centaurs who have committed hit and runs. Wait a minute. Hold up. You mean to tell me that centaurs are the leading cause for hit and runs in this world? What is happening? And fight life and death battles against the urban legends that manifest. And a meeting with the medicine witch will change the fate of Reichi and his friends. I'm just imagining a centaur just galloping profusely throughout the corner, and then somebody happens to come across the centaur and just bam. Oh god. Yeah. So this is Monsterholic. I like the premise. Sounds cool. I have questions about the bones on the skirt for the girl in Monsterholic. Why are they there? They're bones? Oh, look at that. I did not notice that. Can I zoom in? No, I cannot zoom in. Fantastic. Good job, Gio. What the hell is that? That's weird. Okay, interesting. We'll have to find out when Monsterholic comes out by Ghost Migawa and Rag Miwano. Centaur's Hit and Run. Damn. Okay, that's awesome. The BS situation of Togetsu Umidori, another novel. What's happening here? One day, Togetsu Umidori suddenly receives a mysterious request from Nara Yoshino, a classmate of hers she is rather close with. Little does she know, however, that this is only the beginning of a series of bizarre events. Soon after, an enigmatic girl in a cat hoodie shows up at Umidori's house, calling herself Bullshit. I can't make this stuff up. What is happening tonight? Thanks to Bullshit, all manner of strange things happen, including toilet borrowing, betrayal threats, a grapple for freedom, and finally a desperate plea for mercy. Once everything is over, Bullshit asks, "Hey, will you kill the lies with me?" And without knowing why, Umidori joins Bullshit on her quest. Who? What? Why? Kaeru Kaeru Ryoseirui, and Natsuki Amashiro, who hurt these people to throw in random ideas at a plot generator and come up with bullshit and cat hoodies and a quest to kill lies. What is happening there? This is like, and with peace and love, I do apologize if you're into this, but it sounds like this is just scraping at the bottom of the barrel for plot ideas and not very good ones. Bullshit. All right. Looks like Gouda. Oh, I know who Gouda is. I saw the TikTok on the Dodger Stadium thing. That's interesting. Some of these manga covers are just extra and not in a good way. Yes, absolutely. So confused. Hey, Cycle, thank you for joining. Appreciate it. Let's see. Apparently, I need to look into novels more than manga because these plots are crazy. Catalog of Wonders, middle grade, and these names are complicated. I do apologize. Chizu Tokuro and Kei Mochizuki. I know they're watching the stream. Hi, guys. One day, after bringing home some particularly bad test scores, Mashiro decides to run away. If only all those low grades would just disappear from his parents' memories. This is something I'm not going to read everything right away. This is something that we thought of when we were in elementary school and middle school, and we got a bad grade, you know? As he fantasizes about the impossible, a girl in an eye patch and a flashy pink hoodie jumps out in front of him. Her name is Bullshit. No. Dragging a suitcase behind her. In her wake, he finds a mysterious black book with a list of dubious products. Instant Death God, Friend Gotcha, Execution Set, Winter Only Ice Cream, Goldfish. And then he sees it, a button to erase someone's memories. Just what are these strange items and are they safe to use? You'll never know until you try. But do you dare? I do not. This sounds weird and not in a good way. Gio, did you see Ultra Heaven by Keiichi Koike is being released by Last Gasp this year? I did see that, but I don't have a link to it. If you got a link and you can share it on the chat, I'd appreciate it. I can talk about that too. So Catalog of Wonders. All righty. Are we done? Oh my God. Thank God we're done. So out of this whole fiasco of a stream for Yen Press, hey, wait a minute. Where's the solicit for this thing? Hold on. What the hell? They didn't list everything? I went through all this nonsense. Oh my God. Hold up. Now I'm pissed off. I read through all this, pardon my French, all this bullshit right there, and I'm not making it up. It says right there, thanks to bullshit, I missed out on talking about Sword Art Online, Ubel Blatt, and Delicious in Dungeon. What the hell? I do apologize. I know this is not that interesting compared to the other releases. Hold on. There's a dungeon box set. Oh, you know what? Maybe if I go to Yen Press's website, right? They might have the info that we're looking for. Digital, no. Wait a minute. Upcoming releases. Oh no, Yen Press News. Hey, there we go. Oh, this is what I should have done. Stupid anime network. You're no longer friends of the show. What the hell, man? Jesus. Okay, here we go. Now we're gonna read it all over again. I'm kidding. I'm sure, whatever. I'll accept. Here it is. Here that is. Wait a minute. Where's Ubel Blatt? Let me talk about that one first. What is this? Oh, I read this. Yeah. Hey, bullshit. There we go. So this has an anime coming out as well. I've never read this. Not necessarily for me, but I do know that people were excited on social media. Ubel Blast is coming out in a 3-in-1 omnibus release. Rumors stir throughout the land when the wielder of the black sword draws his dark blade. All who stand in its path are torn asunder. I'm gonna butcher these names. Forgive me. Coinzel, the mysterious young boy who carries the black sword, undeniably wields it with exceptional skill, but can he truly be responsible for the bloody rumors? Pursued by the traitorous Lances, 4 powerful warriors who were thought to have been defeated by the 70 heroes. The strength of the young swordsman will be tested to its limit. At battle's end, only the shocking truth of Coinzel's quest will stand above the corpses of his enemies. An epic fantasy of the grandest of scales. That's cool. It's 3-in-1. That's really awesome. I don't know if you guys in the chat are excited for it. Anything else? Men of the Harem. Don't want to talk about that. Sorry. I tamed my ex-husband's mad dog. I assume these are all webcomics, right? And kill the villainess. Sorry that I'm skipping those. Still got the 7C stuff, so I got to hurry up. And the other thing that I do want to mention, we got Sword Art Online Artworks New World. So this is SAO illustrations highlighting events from volume 16 through 22 of the main story, as well as volume 1 through 3 of Sword Art Online Progressive. Art from the anime and games are also featured, along with new illustrations you won't find anywhere else. So if you're an SAO fan, do pick this up. Here it is. Here's the big boy that surprised everybody, myself included, because this came out way earlier than anticipated. Delicious in Dungeon Complete Box Set. This will contain all 14 volumes of Delicious in Dungeon, and if that doesn't whet your appetite, this box set even includes an exclusive poster for dessert, which I think features all the monsters from the covers of the 14 books. I think that's what they said. I will be getting this. I only have the first 2 volumes of Delicious in Dungeon, and then people just went nuts buying it. This was before the anime started this year, and I was never able to go back and grab them. I'm pretty sure they came back and then just sold out again, but I wasn't looking. So now, instead of just worrying about grabbing 12 manga volumes, I'll just save up money and buy this instead, which is already up for pre-order on a bunch of websites. But definitely excited for this. Great series, love it. From what little I read and from what I watched from the anime, really cool. There you go. All 3 of those are webcomics. Thank you. Dang it, Josh. Which one? Ubel Blatt? Also, thank you for joining. Didn't see you there. Okay. So that's cool. All right. 7Cs. Let's do this real quick. We got a bunch of other stuff to talk about too. They announced yesterday Blood Night Market. This is by Chise Ogawa, popular boys love creator. It's an action-packed supernatural thriller. A dark city thrives when humans feed the desires of vampires. Not gonna lie, I'm excited for this. I'm the vampire expert on YouTube for manga. Stepped into the pulsating heart of Blood Night City, metropolis teeming with vampires thirsty for blood and humans eager to sell. In this dark urban landscape, Sotetsu toils as an employee of the Blood Control Bureau, or the BCB, an organization determined to stamp out illegal vampire activities. But when he crosses paths with the enigmatic Mozu, a self-proclaimed vampire, Sotetsu's world is suddenly turned upside down. For the first time ever, a vampire craves his undesirable blood. But could there be more to Mozu's desire as their destinies intertwine in a web of blood? Prepare for a gripping tale of seduction, intrigue, and salvation. Blood Night Market releases for the first time January of next year for $15 in single volume editions. And here is the cover for that. Looking really lively and colorful. I like it. I dig it. That's my preferred aesthetic. Neon signs, neon colors. Let's go. There we go. You got pink hair. Cool. Also coming out, we got some Ghost imprint titles, so I do apologize. These are very not safe for work. One of them in particular, I know a lot of people are going to hate, but I do want to cover it because why not? It's funny. Seven Seas is licensed The Elf Sisters Can't Wait for the Night. This is by Kei Hozumi, and I don't know how to pronounce this. Bakoka? I'm going to say Bakoka. I don't know. A sexy supernatural manga about a prankster and his special ability to awaken elves. Playful prankster Hashibami was born with a natural talent for mischief. One night, he discovers that his naughty antics can awaken the queen's blood in one of the four alluring elf sisters. To ensure all the girls have a fair shot, their guardian grants Yoake permission to prank them every night. What wild and sexy shenanigans will ensue? All of them. The Elf Sisters Can't Wait for the Night Volume 1 will be released for the first time in January of next year. Single volume editions as part of Seven Seas' Ghost Ship imprint. Here is the cover for that. Looking potentially spicy. And you cut off this girl, poor elf, or whatever. You can only see half the eyeball. Shh, don't call me out like that. I will address those accusations when the time arrives. Next up, we got Wet Dream Aquarium Boys Love Manga. This is by I don't know. Non-Food. There we go. Fantastic name. Good job there. Please enjoy this introduction to the book. Okay. I, Yuri Hiroto, have apparently turned into a pervert. I've been having dirty dreams lately. What am I reading? About getting groped by secret. Oh, God. And even worse, these dreams include someone staring at me during my filthy fish time. The marine biology nerd from my class, Ogasawara-kun. The guy is so obsessed with undersea life that honestly, he kind of weirded me out at first. But now that I'm deep in the closet pretending to be normal, I think it's attractive that he can be true to himself without caring what people think. Of course, the moment I realized I like him, my dreams became even more obscene. Cut to our hangout at the aquarium. While I'm looking at fish with Ogasawara-kun, I actually get turned on. All right. Seriously, what is wrong with me? Wet Dream Aquarium will be released for the first time this December for $15, large trim editions as part of the Boys Love titles from Seven Seas. The hell? Here's the cover for that. Why did they feature this fish? Of all the damn fish you could highlight on a cover, why this one? One of the ugliest fish. And the tentacles and the garden eel things and the stuff. Okay, that's... Geo lives the sea and mermaids. This is a must buy. Oh my God. I don't know about that. Is there an incentive for me to review this? I don't want to buy it, but I'd like to read it for YouTube purposes. Could be fun, but I don't want to buy it. I don't have space. I just said I'm buying a friggin' box set. I have no room for it. I don't know what the hell I'm going to do with it. Also coming out, I have apparently turned into a pervert. It's a very funny sentence. Yeah. Nope. Gotcha. Let's see. Seven Seas. This is a light novel. Obsessed mage and his beloved statue bride. She cannot resist his seductive voice. So this is by Crane and Hachi Uehara. But a mage who has petrified for 20 years is restored only to find her adoring former pupil all grown up in this steamy fantasy romance. Also a hit manga. It's like Dr. Stone, but not as wholesome. More scandalous. The first book comes out in December, large trim edition as part of the Steamship imprint, but it's also a light novel. That's interesting. So it's not the airship thing because it's a little not safe for work. Cool. All right. Here's the cover for that. Homie's got well-placed hands, I see. Similar to the other Wolf Boy. What the hell? That's the cover for that one. More Steamship. I just love the variety they're doing. Manga, light novels, audiobooks. It's awesome. I agree. I just, since I don't read them, I don't know. So that's great that people are excited. I love that. I love when people are excited about new releases. Even if I don't like any of the books, I'm happy if someone out there is in tune, vibing with the releases, and are super excited. Hell yeah, that's what we want. Yeah. Speaking of, we got another BL series, No Spicy Romance Allowed. This is by Ruku Amato and Kurue Oki. Mixing business and pleasure has never been so hot in this BL Omegaverse manga about a flashy alpha model and his Omega manager. With peace and love, I'm not into the Omegaverse. I'll pass. No Spicy Romance Allowed will be released for the first time December, $15.99. Large trim editions as part of Seven Seas Boys Love titles. Here is the cover for that. No Spicy Romance Allowed. Alrighty, next up is this one, which let me just leave this comment from Kane because I think it's appropriate for this release. This is a Ghost Ship imprint, and in my quest to acquire knowledge, I knew about this title, and this is like straight up Edo Dojin style series. I'll just say that up front. All right. So Seven Seas is licensed Isekai Affair. 10 years after defeating the Demon King, the hero cheats on his wife with a warrior woman who lost her husband. That's a whole hour stream trying to decipher all the crap that's going on there. Seven Seas. All right. This is by Masakazu Oi and Inomaru. All right. Getting hit by a truck and sent to another world to face off against the Demon King was the best thing that ever happened to Yuta. He attained unmatched power, saved the world, and even married the princess. But now that the adventure's over, he finds himself in a boring, sexless marriage with no battles left to fight. The only excitement he can find comes from sneaking out for intimate nights with his former party member. Can the powers he once used to save the realm keep him from getting busted by his royal family? First volume comes out in January next year. Large trim editions as part of Seven Seas' Ghost Ship imprint. Now the cover is very not, well, there's no nudity, but there's a lot of personality to the cover. Yeah, there we go. That's a cover. Holy crap. All right. That's a big cover too. Volume 1 right there. And it even has the little kiss. Look at that. Charming. Oh my God. Oh, what am I doing? What is my life? Next up, I believe this was from last week, and I forgot to mention it, and I brought it here because it sounds interesting. Let me take this off. Hold on. Sorry, Kane. Did not mean to leave that comment on for so long. Glasses with a Chance of Delinquent. This is a sweet shoujo romance about looking beyond a person's past to discover who they really are. This is by Naruki. Momose has always longed for a peaceful high school life. She wants nothing to do with hoodlums, delinquents, and troublemakers. When she meets Ichikura, an inconspicuous black-haired boy with glasses, he looks like a normal, nice guy. But it turns out that back in junior high, he was a nefarious delinquent. He keeps assuring her that he's changed his ways, but he still has a knack for picking fights. Has Ichikura really turned over a new leaf? And will Momose keep the secret about his rowdy past? Glasses with a Chance of Delinquent will be printed in January of next year. Single volume editions. And here is the cover, which looks really cool. I like it. Sweet. You're good, Gio. I'm happy my comment was useful. Let's see. Also coming out is Only I Know the World is Ending and Getting Killed by Rampaging Beasts Only Makes Me Stronger. This is by Shigeru Hajime, Tsubasa, and Ryuta Fuse. Action-packed reverse isekai. All right. The only hope for our world has against an invasion of monstrous creatures is one average office worker. I'm actually interested in this. Akira is your average office worker who dies in a not-so-average way. On his way home from work, he is killed by a minotaur. Hold on. Was this a hit and run from the centaurs from earlier? Is this connected to that other manga? He wakes up back in the office, but the world as he knew it has changed. Mythical beasts and monsters are running amok, destroying everything in their path. Akira discovers that every time he dies, he gets resurrected with the skills he acquired from his previous lives intact. On with unlimited lives, that's pretty OP. An ever-expanding skill set, he now stands in the way of the beasts and the rampaging wave of destruction. This comes out January of next year, volume 1 for $14 in single volume editions. The only concern I have, I like the whole reverse isekai thing and the skill thing, is that when you have an OP character like this just becomes a wish fulfillment series, and that type of protagonist I hate. So I don't know. I'm 50-50 on this one. But I do like the cover. It's pretty cool. Giant centipedes, a giant wasp, some other monster, other crap, I don't know. He's got a giant axe. It must be super comfortable to fight in a business suit. Just saying. I think this is the last one for tonight. Yonoi Tsukihiko's Happy Hell. This is by Hina Sakurada. This josei romantic comedy, for the sake of her family's farm, Hanabata Mikan has been arranged to marry the heir of a food and holdings company, Yonoi Tsukihiko. Mikan refuses, saying she already has a man she loves, only for Tsukihiko to laugh in her face. He finds romance and love unnecessary and has no intentions of changing his views. But Mikan can't get married to a man who doesn't believe in love, right? Is this pair doomed to rot, or can a love ripen between two total opposites? You know, I could see this as a live action movie, and it could be pretty successful. It screams like a Netflix movie that we would get in the summer. I'd be down to watch that. But the plot sounds great. I like it. Sounds fun. Yonoi Tsukihiko's Happy Hell comes out this November. Single large trim editions, volume 1. Here's the cover for that. I like the character expressions here. That's fun. I'm interested in this. I want to check it out. Happy Hell. So there we go. Whew, I'm spent. A lot of interesting titles coming out. Some announced at the Anime Expo, others announced by 7Cs just now. Mixed bag. I'm pretty sure not everything's for everybody out there, but something is for someone out there, and that's all that matters. Whether it's Happy Hell or the Isekai Affair or Delicious in Dungeon, enjoy your manga and all that fun stuff. But when it comes to enjoying manga, what I like to do is go to InStockTrades.com for all the cool deals and enjoy the cool purchases. You get your Omnibus, trade paperback, hardcovers, manga, and more for great discounted prices that range from 36%, 42%, 50% off, and more. Free shipping in the US at $50 or more, and the loyalty discount adds an extra 2% discount on your orders when you make them on a week-by-week basis. Great packaging, wonderful customer service only when you visit our sponsor, InStockTrades.com. Shout out to IST. Whew. All right. Did we get the info? The only manga I'm really aware coming out is just Ultra Heaven. Let me search for it. Live in the air. Wait a minute. Ultra Heaven manga. Sorry. Oh, we knew about this. Oh, sorry, brother. Yeah, no. We talked about this a while ago on the show. I forgot the name of it, but now I'm back to the stream from earlier. From earlier in the year, we talked about this one. Let me highlight the screen again. This one, we made a stream, and I think Riley was on, and we chatted about this for a minute. I am excited to check it out. It's not on my to buy list right away. I do want to check it out. Last Gasp licenses Keiichi Koike's Ultra Heaven manga collection. Sounds interesting. Currently translating the manga, but has not yet announced the final format, price, and release. Strongly influenced by Koike's experience with hallucinogenic drugs. All right. So shout out to Koike and his drug usage. Big personalities. That's how we like our show, right? Our hosts have big personalities. I don't know what you're talking about, Josh. We'll do it live. Yeah, I was excited about it a while ago too, but I am excited all over again. That's awesome, dude. I love that. Hell yeah. Let's see if I miss any comments from you wonderful people out there in the chat. Chatty chat chat. If you're watching this later, do me a favor. Hit the like button. It means a lot. I'd appreciate it. I'll send you all my friendship towards you. Friendship beam. Let's see. Yeah, said it again. Some of these light novel stories are so ridiculous. Absolutely no for me. Love it. Off topic. No. What? You know what happens? Every time we do a manga stream, coincides every month with Nintendo revealing stuff about the Nintendo Switch Online. I love that. That's one of my funnest things about Thursday shows. Hell yeah. All right. I'm down for that. Classic JRPG phrase. Don't like that cover. The Wolf manga. Yeah, that was a wild manga. Let's see. Oh, excuse me, it's late. Holy crap. Did not know that. And I got to work tomorrow. Yay. Are you going to get Legend of Kamui? Legend of Kamui. Am I getting Legend of Kamui? Legend of Kamui. Legend of Kamui. Yes, I am getting it. Comes out next year, I think. And Sarutobi, is it Sasuke Sarutobi? That's coming out soon. I'll get that too. Super old vintage series, but I want to get it. That looks like Dragon Quest knockoff Hero Armor. Yes, it does. Maybe it was inspired by that. The Ghost Ship series sound wild. I will keep an eye out for a geo review. The problem is my channel is like PG-13, so I'm not like when I highlight. I talked about mysterious disappearances, and that has brief nudity in it. But the manga is not about the nudity. It just happens to be rather spicy in that regard. I had to. I use a little funny image to censor that stuff. If I review the thing, I'd have to censor a bunch of stuff, and I don't want to do that because that's going to be super annoying. And I would only review any of that stuff if I received any review copies, honestly. Because there's so much stuff to collect and get. Also the fact that, it's a PG-13 channel. I don't know if that's my actual audience, but I like to keep it PG-13. I don't curse a lot on my channel. I can do that here. Triple X rated Geo? No, nobody wants that. James will clip that. Yes, I'm sure he will. Shout out to Drugs. You're about to get a lot of review copies. Not because of this. I'm just I remembered something. I'll be honest with all of you. I emailed a bunch of people for like, hey, I'm not a grifter. I'm not shilling for anybody. I'm not interested in receiving copies. But if you happen to have review copies of stuff, like even if it's just PDFs, I don't care. Send them my way. Nobody cared. I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. I'll keep reviewing my own crap then. You're going to be, is that already out? Do you people know that? How do you know that? That was did Jess already mention it? Jesus. You're going to be on Omnidog's Vault later, and his channel isn't PG. I will be on in sometime in August. I forgot the date, but we settled on a date. You know everything? Yeah, I bet you do. Just PDFs. Oh, I know what you mean by that. Yeah, memo to self. Yeah, I'm down for that. 7C, shout out to them. They were the only company that sent me PDF manga to review. And that was awesome. That was back in 2019 and 2020. And I made a bunch of videos on the channel, on my channel, Manga Geekdom. If you can subscribe, I'd appreciate it. Reviewing those titles. Then they stopped. But I don't care. It's about the experience of me as a content creator and what I read, and that's the goal of the channel. There we go. Let's go, baby. That's my channel. If you're new here, I talk about manga on my channel, Manga Geekdom. Hauls, previews, reviews, reading vlogs, first impressions, all that nonsense. Whew. I wonder the average character count for 7C's title. So there we go. I think we covered everything. If you guys have any last minute questions, feel free to ask. If not, I think we can close the book on this stream and be back at a later point in time. While I do that, maybe the reviews are just the friends we made along the way. Nice. I like that. But I it's just a plus, you know. I never, my goal of YouTube is not to get stuff. It's just, if it happens, cool. If it doesn't happen, cool, whatever. I got other things to do. With that said, while I start wrapping this up, if you guys want to ask me anything, we'll be back on Monday for Hall's Previews Reads, and Wednesday there will be a comic episode about something. I don't know what they talk about on Wednesday streams. And then Thursday we'll be back. I was going to talk about some manga that I read, but since I had so many solicits, I decided to skip it. And next week, I don't know if the Insufferable Omnibus Collector will be on. I don't know what's happening down in Houston. I hope everybody gets their stuff back, power, water, internet. I will be talking about a couple manga that they viewed it on the Manga Plus website. Some Shonen Jump stuff and some other nonsense. There we go. Hell yeah. Don't tell the other ones, but hell friggin' yes. Let's go. Look, I'm flexing my biceps right there. Geo holding it down, best Omnibro. This is how you get a case of trouble by Marvel. Oh God, no, please no. Even I know about trouble. I don't want that trouble. Trouble. Keep the troubled away from this troubled young soul. Open to free review copies. Nice. Wonderful stream tonight. Have a great night, everyone, and see y'all next time. On that note, Kane, thank you for signing us off. I do appreciate it. Hit the like button, everybody. Go check out the other streams. We do appreciate it. Subscribe if you haven't. You're watching this for the first time. I don't know. Join my Discord, which was posted. Damn, right on cue. What the hell? There's the Discord link. If you want to chat with a lot of the people that are on the chat here, they're on the Discord, and I thank them every day for being there. join. It's free to join and all that fun stuff, Chat about movies and games and manga and anime and random crap that I found online and toys and stuff, memes, all that stuff. Join the Discord. Subscribe to my channel. Forget the Omnibros for a minute. Subscribe to my channel, Manga Geekdom. I truly do appreciate it. Tongue tied. Without Geo, there isn't an Omnibros. Geo takes care of everything. I do set up all the shows except Wednesdays because I was too tired. I'll be honest, I was too tired of being on every single stream and I needed a break. So I said, you know what, I'm gonna take a day from the thing. I'm not gonna be on Wednesdays. That's why I'm not on the Wednesday streams. Too busy with other stuff. Let's see. Thank you for the stream, Geo the Goat, Matt. Good night, y'all. Have a good night. He knows all. Yeah, baby. Look forward to that. That might happen sooner than you might expect. So be on the lookout next week. Contractually obligated to only be a part of Omnidog's Vault. Well, you made it. I could lose my big bonus pay if I violate the exclusivity clause. That's all right. But join Omnidog's Vault Discord too. It's a lot of fun over there. All right, that's it. If not, we're going to be here all night. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. God bless. I love every single one of you. Thank you so much for supporting the stream and watching your boy here talking nonsense, goofing and gaffing, as we like to do. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next stream. Bye for now.